Hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of Faux Ever Cakes. Cakes that last forever because they're faux. For anyone that's new to this series, I'm making 3 fake cakes out of polyfiller or spackle for my photo shoot, which is happening in London, and I needed them to be rock solid because I'm shipping them out for the first time. And so far, so good. I have seen a few questions asking if these cakes are edible. The answer is no. It's literally in the name, Faux Ever. Faux! So please don't eat polyfiller. But this is the last cake that I'm doing, and I wanted it to be green because green's my favorite color. Hello! So to make this shade, I mixed together green acrylic paint, some yellow, pink, and a little bit of purple as well. I was literally using my color theory, but I think I made the perfect sage. I will say though, this shape was definitely the hardest to ice. It took me a good couple of tries, but I managed to get it smooth in the end. This was the next day once the cake had fully dried, and I just used my knife to cut off the lip at the top. I don't know why I was struggling so much. I think it was like really hard, but I decided to do a proper vintage cake. I think the other cakes were quite simple, so I really want to push myself and do what I'm used to. So to start out, I used a 103 ruffle tip for the ruffles, and then I started doing drop lines using a number 3 piping tip. And you know what? If you watched the red cake, you saw how I was struggling with those drop lines. And all of a sudden, I'm perfect. Like, these came out so good. In fact, I was so confident I doubled up. And now I've got a double drop line. I then went back in with my 103 to do more ruffles, and at this point I'd already bought some of my outfits for the photo shoot, so I knew I was definitely wearing green. So I was trying to color match, but it's really hard to color match polyfiller to materials. It's not the same as coloring buttercream, do you know what I mean? So that was a bit of a challenge. However, the more I've done these fake cakes, I've kind of picked up a few tips and tricks along the way. Listen, don't quote me. I don't know if it's the right way to do things, but because they're my cakes, I didn't mind experimenting. But I did find that when I mixed in some cornstarch or flour into the polyfiller, it kind of makes this paste, like a more pipeable consistency. And because I knew I was going to do a lot of intricate piping on this cake, that's what I did, and it worked for me, so I was very happy. Although the cakes are very different, one's red, one's pink, and now this one's green, I wanted to tie in the, what's that word? The themes, the motifs along the cakes. So I did a lot of ruffles like the first cake I did, and then I did the drop lines like the red cake, and now obviously I had to add a bunch of glitter. And for some reason, yeah, I feel like the glitter sparkles more on my fake cakes than on my real ones. Like, you'll see it at the end once I do the night mode, but this cake was shining bright. I finished off the cake with some gold sprinkles, and I actually didn't get to film this part because I ran out of storage, but I added a hello guys cake topper on the very top because at the end of the day, I'm doing this photo shoot for my ebook and for myself, but also for you lot, because I would not even be able to have opportunities like this if you guys weren't watching and supporting me. So I will love you guys forever for that. But the cake's all packaged up, and I'll see you guys in the next video once I'm at the shoot. Bye, cuties.